1212, episode 146 was the podcast. 1212, episode 146. Happy New Year, happy 2022.
We here.
We are here. Keep a mask on. Get vaccinated. Get boosted. DJ Jerome Baker III. What's a podcast? We are back. Shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag She Were Eddie.
What's good, fellas?
Shout out to Don't Charge Abdul.
We're back, baby. First one of 2022.
Always shout out to our producer extraordinaire, Silent Tom. But yes,
Silent Tom's internet went out. He's without Fios right now.
He's having a Fios outage.
He's having a Fios breakdown.
He'll be back soon, sure. Do remember you can check whatsapodcast.live for our archive previous episodes, 145 of them. As well as youtube.com/whatsapodcast for all the video evidence of how we get down. But yeah, 2022, man, we're back. We're in full effect. Trying to get a good start on the year. I pulled a muscle in my back, but previous to that, I had worked out every day. I've been on the bed for the last 3 days.
I fucked my back up too.
Yeah, but I'm not playing. I'm not playing with the back though, man.
I went to the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack. Yo, I fucked my back up.
Oh, is that bad?
Well, it was just like fucking with me.
What did you do?
I think when I was shoveling snow the other day. I think I just like ripped something, like tore something. Because the next morning I woke up and I was like freaking the fuck out. Like my ribs was hurting, my back was hurting. I thought I was,
It was over.
I went to the hospital.
What did the hospital say?
They just took an X-ray and they said, "You good?"
They're like, "There's nothing wrong with you."
Yeah, I mean, which is what you want them to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
I've never actually gone to the hospital out of pain.
I think I emptied out almost a bottle full of icy hot on my back.
They see you real quick when you show up and you're like, "Yo, my chest and my back hurts." You're like, right in.
Oh yeah, when you bring up the chest into the conversation,
right in there. Yeah, right in there.
So it was like I pulled something cool, and the next day I was at the crib, felt fine, and then trying to lay down my back, she said, "Nah, you're not going to sleep tonight." And proceeded. I could only sleep for an hour at a time. Ended up sleeping on the floor because the bed just was too
soft.
Yeah, too soft. And then I got Bella the next morning, and I just was like, "Yo, please just put a whole bottle of icy hot on my back." And it
the icy hot it could go either way. Sometimes that's not what you need.
Yeah, sometimes you need hot, sometimes you need cold.
You need cold. That's because what happens is, and I've been through this because I've herniated my discs. Like 10-year is that a pause? All right, I'll go for it. I'll go with it.
Where did that come from?
I'll roll with it. Let's pause it. But I herniated my disc about 12 years ago, fucking around on these Segways, on this Segway tour.
Oh yeah,
I went crazy, and that was.
You went down.
I went down, I went up, I threw the shit up against a wall, I jumped off of curbs. Like those things have like zero suspension, right? So when you're landing, all that impact, there's no springs on it. It's going directly to the bottom of your feet, all the way up to your back.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I've never experienced pain like that in my fucking life. I woke up 2 days later and I could not even fucking move.
That was recent.
I mean, it was 2009.
Oh.
It was 2009.
How'd you hurt your back this time?
I mean, I'm kind of good. I mean, right now, every now and then I might pull it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I go running or...
That's just age.
It's just I might overdo it, like picking up laundry. Like, it's dumb shit.
Picking up laundry.
But it's not like I don't herniate my disc anymore. I kind of like maybe pull a muscle or something like that. But that's just shit that kind of... Because I still have a vivid memory of what that herniated disc pain is like.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so anything below it is a win. What you should do is actually go see a chiropractor, because sometimes your discs might be bulging and they kind of knock it back into place.
I was going to a chiropractor for a while.
You got to find the right chiropractor, man, because chiropractors is like a big fucking hustle too. Because
no, I got a good one. He's like a legit doctor. He's not like.
But he's out in VA, right?
Yeah, he's in Tyson's.
Yeah,
he's
that's too far.
I mean,
I go to one right here in Tenleytown, and he's decent, but I got to tell him what to do, like,
yeah, fuck
because they want you to keep coming back. Like that's how they make money, right? So.
Yeah.
but these my whole algorithm on Instagram is watching these motherfuckers crack people's backs.
Yeah,
man.
my
Pause. That's a pause.
My chiropractor will not do any of that crazy cracking your back, cracking your neck type of shit. He's like, that's stupid.
Why is it stupid? That shit looks amazing.
He said you could hurt somebody doing that though. He was like,
oh, the crazy shit. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like legit.
Oh,
like,
no,
cracking
like,
backs
pull
and
your arm
doing
over,
stuff
crack
like
your
that.
back.
Like
yeah, but like all that shit around your head where they pull your fucking neck and all that, he ain't doing that.
I kind of want that to
I kind of
my chiropractor won't do it either.
I asked him. He said he won't do it.
Yeah, I need to ask mine. Shout out to friend of the show, Bill Hamid, who's DC United's goalkeeper. He actually put me on to his chiropractor at GW, and he's like, "Yo, go to him. He'll do all that shit you see on Instagram."
I don't want that.
Yeah, but he's a professional athlete, and so if he's vouching for the dude, I'm guessing like that must be somebody like the team maybe even fucks with, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's an
I mean,
athlete,
also don't
if
compare.
it's good enough for his body, pause.
Well, don't compare your body to the body of a professional athlete either.
But I mean, why not? I'm a professional athlete too.
I mean, I hear you.
In my head.
I mean, I think that's the goal, right? It's to at least stay
If it's good
in
enough for that
the.
dude, it's got to be good enough for me.
If I can stay in the mindset of a professional athlete, then I can just get the body there. Because the first thing you got to convince is your mind,
Nah,
right?
fuck that.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. Like I
Yeah,
said,
man. Listen,
You telling me your mind's not convinced yet?
DC United players out here not. They're not out here
my
running
mind is
15 miles
convinced, Jude.
All right, there you go.
My knee though, my knee is not convinced. My knee is like, hey,
mind of its own.
we're on the sidelines, buddy,
Yeah.
for another 9 months. Okay, That's
Knees
what my
fucked up like
telling.
that.
I just gotta have surgery, bro. That's it.
Oh, you
Like,
have to do that.
I want my ankle cracked. Like, you ever see them do that on Instagram? They
I've
crack
seen
your
it, but
ankle,
I don't,
bro. I
my
want
ankles
that.
are good money. My ankles
Like-
are good.
I want that, man. I want to do all that shit.
They got that stretching place out in like Northern Virginia.
You've been
And,
talking about that. You told me about that spot.
Yeah, but that was before I pulled the muscle in my back. I don't know if I want to do that so much anymore. But
If they're not doctors, I don't know if I trust them to stretch me like that. Pause.
I can respect that.
Yeah,
I
fuck
can
that.
respect that. I mean, we'll see what happens. I think I'm gonna go. I'm trying to get an infrared, a big infrared light for the crib, man. I want the infrared. I have
What
a
does that
smaller
do?
one. Infrared heats you up from the inside out. You know what I mean? So
But what do you need that for?
Just to
your
have
knee?
it as a good for my knee, for my back, just in general. Infrared sauna is just a good,
Do you point the light like at your knee or something like
not
that?
directly, but like it close
Pointed
enough.
at your dick. Hey, yo.
Pause. Hey,
Who said that?
son been in the house too long.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? He seen something on North Ave this morning in Baltimore. He ain't wanna, nevertheless.
Pointing the internet at your joint is crazy.
Episode 146 was the podcast. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world, man. The Obamas are on a world tour.
What do you mean? Where are they?
I saw a New Year's video of. So Obama there's a new black-owned watch company. I guess he's an investor in it. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and it's on GQ, and that's like a big deal because it was like, it's called Black Athlete or something like that, Black Envy, something like that.
All right.
And he's been a Rolex AP guy his whole life, and he popped up on New Year's Eve with his $300 watch on, and the whole watch world was kind of taken aback, like, what's really good, like, and then come to find out he's the investor in this company. The watches are only $300 for this entry level.
All right.
Watch situation, and so it's been very good to see, him pivot and just continue to, look out for the black business person, so to speak. Before we even move further, my bad, we want to give our condolences to the people in the Bronx. Just a very terrible incident.
Yeah.
Just a lot of it's a lot of bad. I love New York City. We talked about that. I love New York City, but I think they don't understand the mess they've got themselves into with this new mayor. Like, he is not the guy.
Yeah. I'm starting to get that same feeling.
Mind you, he's been on the job for what, 2 weeks, something like that, a month, maybe.
Yeah.
And somebody on his transition team was actually one of the investors and the owners of that building. So they've had well over, I think it was 300 complaints in the past year over no heat,
That's why the fire started, because they had space heaters.
Yeah,
space heaters. Yeah, and something about something about a self-closing door. You know, like in those New York buildings, the doors are supposed to close behind themselves.
Yeah.
No.
When you go through them, like if you're in like a project building or something, the door doesn't just stay open. It
right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Nah, it's not. It's like the yellow door. It's like you open it, boom, you walk.
Yeah,
through
it has that little self-locking thing. It just locks on its own.
Sure. So I didn't read the full story because I just really couldn't take it. Like it was a lot to just like I don't want to read about death with people of color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But faulty space heater, something about self-closing door, and then people trying to blame the residents for their own death. When in actuality, Mayor Eric Adams, someone on his transition team, is one of the people that has been pretty much ignoring his company has been ignoring these complaints for well over a year.
Man, you know what? That's part of the problem because, that building, from what I read, housed mainly a lot of East African and West African immigrants, and immigrants historically, especially immigrants of color, black immigrants, have always been treated like when they get here, especially if you don't have your papers, you get taken full advantage of, right? Like, we see that with day workers, with migrant workers. We see that with people from Africa who are just taken advantage of, and they've just always been treated not even like second-class citizens, but more like third or fourth-class citizens. Like you have basically no rights. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're here illegally.
Yeah.
And man, that shit was sad, bro. Like, there's no other way to put the tragedy that happened, man. And
one thing that I will say is to see people unite,
come together,
in ways that the government is just unable to do. I saw, I think, 2 or 3 GoFundMe's for people that lost family members and belongings, and they had exceeded their goals immensely. You know what I'm saying? Like it was enough. It was more, you know what I mean? Something else that I saw in New York City, I believe it took place yesterday. We're recording on Wednesday. This is Tuesday. Was Brooklyn Tech, which is the biggest high school in the country. I'm sorry. It's like 6,000 kids. Mm-hmm. A large majority of the kids staged a walkout yesterday due to them feeling unsafe with the COVID protocols and just COVID running rampant through their high school. I actually saw a Reddit post from a high schooler who basically stated, school from home was the worst thing for my mental health ever. He was like, I'm going to start with this. He then goes into detail about what it is at an average school day in New York City right now at one of the better schools. And he was saying that they're giving kids tests. Like, all right, this is your COVID test at like 10 in the morning. Take this when you get home. He said all the kids were running to the bathroom, taking their tests, and everybody was pretty much finding out they had COVID while they were in school. The gym was overrun. There were 3 and 4 teachers. There were 3 and 4 classes per teacher. Like, it was literally a lawless sort of situation going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just to see that, like, kids are just saying, look, man, we're not gonna go for it. You know, it's very real. We understand the consequences of what's going on, but we're not as out of touch about things as the adults try to make us, paint us out to be.
They're not.
Right. And so I think that we're looking at society looking real different soon, hopefully, man, because there's a lot of information out there, and these kids have phones, and they can learn the same way we adults do,
Actually, chances are they probably digest it quicker and better and faster than adults actually do, just because if they're so used to this microwave era of getting everything off their phones, they're able to understand it faster than somebody who probably is not used to being on their phone all the time and shit like that. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. COVID is just going crazy around the whole country, man. I'm recovering from it. I caught that shit last week somehow. My kids caught it
before you.
Yeah, man, and luckily, I'm vaccinated and boosted, and so are my kids, and didn't really get any symptoms. My kids had 0 symptoms. They just tested positive, which was a surprise. I think my youngest one had a runny nose. Like that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was manageable.
The ideal
stayed
situation.
In the house, and you know, my wife didn't catch it. She's still testing negative, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the whole school, man. My kids haven't gone back to school yet.
Everybody has it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody had
before
that
Christmas,
shit.
Right?
It was before Christmas. They were supposed to go back, I think, January 4th or whatever, like that Wednesday. And yeah, they did a test, a PCR test that we had to go submit to school the day before school started. And the day school started, they were getting dressed, and the school called. They were like, "Nah, keep them motherfuckers at home."
Yeah, they both positive.
They're both positive. So, and that was the case. It was like about 40 or 45 kids that all tested positive for that day. So COVID is going crazy. Prayers for K Slay, prayers for Kid Capri.
K Slay's out the hospital, or Kid Capri's out the hospital?
I don't know if Kid Capri actually made it to the hospital.
Kid Capri never was in the hospital. He just was on Instagram basically saying,
was very dire.
He was just like, yo, it's killing me. Like, it's kicking my butt right now. K Slay supposedly was up and moving around as of like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Was the last thing that I saw. You know, hopefully both of them recover and do well, man. And not even just rap people in general, whoever has, it's a blessing to see you guys recover and do well. And
get vaccinated, man, please.
Get vaccinated, get boosted. You know what
please.
I'm saying?
And I don't know if either one of these two gentlemen were or were not vaccinated, but
still, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming they weren't, and I mean, these motherfuckers are legends, dog. Like Kid Capri, K Slay, the motherfuckers provided the soundtrack to all 3 of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And even if they were anti-vaxxers, for me, they still get a pass in my book just because of how much they mean to me.
And they might have been vaxxed. Who knows?
They might have been. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't assume that they weren't. Just for the sake of this conversation,
say they're not.
I'm gonna assume that they were not.
Yeah. For you know, to keep the positive and a positive on the health side of things. This past week, actually, this past New Year, we'll say, since the year started.
Okay.
Mano, Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Dave East have all been documenting their health journey on Jim Jones's Instagram. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. First of all, Fabulous is the best dressed workout guy ever. Like, he's head to toe, super fresh. Super killing it.
New shit every
New
day.
stuff. Killing it. Baby blue. You know what I'm saying? In the gym. Davies, he does his thing in the gym. He's been doing it for a while. And Mano and Jim Jones seem to just have a good jokes back and forth with each other. It got to the point where Jadakiss got involved. Jadakiss shot a video calling out Jim Jones for his gym ethic. The gym work ethic. Then Jim Jones made a video calling out Jadakiss and said, all them circus moves you be doing, we don't do that over here. Right. Then Fabulous was in the comments saying, I'm not getting involved in a gym versus with the two of y'all. So if you look at Jim Jones's Instagram, yo, it's the funniest.
I gotta catch up on
funniest
that.
thing ever. Yeah, for sure. Episode 146 was the podcast. We also want to give a big shout out to former guests of the podcast, the museum. Their clothing gear is now available in Foot Lockers across the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area.
Yeah, that's dope.
You can shop the museum collection at Tyson's Corner.
Foot Locker Tyson's Corner.
Foot Locker Tyson's Corner. Foot Locker Pentagon City Mall. Foot Locker Springfield Mall. PG Plaza.
Those are the biggest ones right there.
Montgomery Mall. Woodmore Town Center. And Mondawmin in Baltimore.
Oh, they're crushing it.
Amazing.
Shout out to former guests of the podcast and
our guys,
great dudes, man. Dudes that really have a good foothold in the city. I saw LeGreg in the club a couple weeks ago. He's full on LeGreg, man. He just does his thing. He's a good dude,
energy,
man.
every time I see any one of them brothers, man.
Always.
Every fucking time. Great energy. Great energy.
Yeah, so shout out to
we're proud of them, man, for real.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy.
Shout out to the museum for sure. Episode 146.
Yeah.
So
rest in peace to Bob Saget, man.
Oh yeah, it was sad.
Oh,
Rest in peace, Bob Saget. Yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking news.
That shit fucked me up, man. Bob Saget was when I came to America in 1990. I started watching America's Funniest Home Videos, and on Sundays, that was a show me and my mother watched every fucking Sunday. We didn't have cable. This was, regular ABC shit. My mother and I watched that shit, and my sisters and I would join in sometimes. But that show was a staple in our house, man. We used to laugh like shit. And I always assumed Bob Saget was sort of like the character in Full House as well as in America's Funniest Home Videos. Yeah. But it wasn't until later, like, I'd see him in, like, Entourage and shit like that, where he's kind of playing himself. And he was like the complete opposite of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like a raunchy dude.
He is a dirty motherfucker.
Yeah. And it fucked up my memories of him up a little bit, but man, rest in peace to Bob Saget, man. I'm not sure to exactly the details of his passing away. But prayers for his family. I know he was married and I know he has kids, and dude was a straight legend. I never listened to any of his stand-up or heard him in stand-up. Did you ever catch it?
Yeah, he's vulgar as shit.
But is he funny vulgar?
Yeah, he's funny. He's funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
he was funny as shit on even.
He's fucking hilarious.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
So 2022 is here. We are fully sort of immersed in the metaverse, the universe, the crypto. So today's Wednesday. I believe it was yesterday, Tuesday.
Yeah. 1:11.
It was 1:11. It was 1 p.m. So
1 p.m. on 1/11. Yeah.
I have been gassing this Nas NFT drop to our
crypto chat,
our crypto consortium, if you will.
The group chat goes crazy.
Group chat goes crazy, man. We share a lot of information about NFTs. Yeah. It's a really good space to be in. So it's a artist named 3Lau or something like that. I don't know, but smart dude. Nas was dropping two NFTs that basically were giving you publishing rights for two of Nas's songs.
Yeah.
If you were able to purchase these NFTs, like the money would go straight to your wallet.
Wow.
So our wallets were all good. We're linked up. The group chat was ready. Then the group chat went quiet because everybody was trying to get it without really, you know what I'm saying? Like letting everybody else know. Whatever though, right?
Yep.
And at about 12:50, people start having problems with connecting to the website. Site's down. Wallets aren't connecting. People can't. And then boom. 12:55, it's all over the internet. The Discord is crazy. The Instagram comments are insane. Like, it's bad business for the site is called Royal. So at 1 o'clock, it's a full on like, this isn't happening. It's just crazy. Group chat, boom. They're like, we're pushing it back to 1:30. 1:30 comes, they're like, we're pushing it back indefinitely. Now, mind you, they had another one that was supposed to drop the same night at 8 or 9 p.m. That they got pushed back. And so
the one dropping at 1 p.m. was for Ultra Black. The one dropping at 9 p.m. last night was for what? Rare, right?
Rare, yeah.
Yep.
From King's Disease 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, excuse me, about 8 o'clock that night, they made a announcement basically saying, yo, the joint's been pushed back not even a week, like 9 days, 10 days, something crazy like that. Because they basically weren't prepared to have this many people show this much interest in the NFTs.
Yeah.
Now they did give 7 of the NFTs away to Nas's friends and family. They did. Yeah, they admitted that in the Discord.
That's okay.
Right, that's fine because I think we
didn't get it.
Well, you didn't. You're supposed to be. You're like Nas's.
Number one, Nas's stand.
Yeah, according to my Twitch channel, he's Nas's road manager. But we'll talk about that next.
Oh man!
But between the Discord, the Instagram, and the Twitter, you easily probably had let's say they have 500 NFTs.
There was a number on it. I think it was 720 or 760.
Let's just say overall they have 1,500 NFTs for both songs, right?
Yeah.
There's probably at least 20,000 people trying to get these NFTs,
right?
Because the price for the NFTs is at different tiers. One of the tiers is $50.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get a ton of like royalties on that.
Yeah.
But it's just more so for the earning, just to say I got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they just weren't prepared. They were not prepared in the least
Which
bit.
tier were you going to go for? There was the $50 one, there was a $250 one, and then there was a $5,000 one.
I definitely wasn't going for the 5K.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I don't know y'all like that. But
I was going to try to go for the middle one. The middle tier, the 250.
250? Yeah, okay, so well that's for Ultra Black, right?
Yeah, for Ultra Black.
Yeah, for Ultra Black. But I think Rare had a different setup.
You know, I didn't even get that far.
Yeah,
but
Rare doesn't even explain it to you in terms of prices. No, I'm sorry. Rare was 100, 500, and 10,000.
So I was gonna do the middle tier for Ultra Black and then the first tier for Rare. Then that's what I think my setup was gonna.
And
be.
you never got in.
Nah,
Nobody got in.
This shit, the site crashed. It was literally like. Right now, everybody's used to the sneakers app and shit like that. Before that, young people, there was a thing called NikeStore.com.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all remember when NikeStore.com would fucking crash on that Saturday morning, like when the Concord 11s came out in 2011.
The whole site crashed.
The whole site crashed 2 minutes before fucking 10 a.m. Before the sneakers were supposed to come out, and that's exactly what happened to this website.
Damn.
They got bombarded by the traffic was just too much for the service to handle, and the whole site crashed. I mean, I tried logging in, and it told me that my credentials are no longer good. Like, it could not even find my email address. So I was like, all right, let me try signing up. I tried signing up. That would fail. Like, it was just a never-ending cycle of shit getting fucked up. And then it just eventually the whole site you couldn't even hit it. And you know, I stayed on there for like, they were like, all right, it's coming back up at 1:30. I was like, all right, it's 30 more minutes. Let me try to just fuck around and see what happens. Kept on hitting enter, refresh. Nothing. 1:30 came and went. 2:00 came and went. And then next thing you know, they just made the announcement that, yo, we're just going to postpone the whole shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They caught a lot of flack for that, though, man. I mean, not Nas, of course. I mean, he's not the tech guy, but whoever the company is that joined Royal, right? Is that the name of it, Rome?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those guys, they caught a lot of shit on their Instagram comments, man.
As they should.
Yeah, I mean, it cannot be their fault. It kind of scared me a little bit as to how many people were trying to get this NFT, because it made me think that, yo, my chances are like super slim now. And now you got like bots and all this shit for NFTs.
They got NFT bots?
Yeah, they got NFT bots, bro.
That's
the shit
up.
this is literally the sneaker game, the remix.
Yeah, you make more money.
It's the same shit that's been happening to the sneaker game is now happening to the NFT world, except it just went super fast. Like, there was no longer, we're not even in NFT game, did not have a 2007 year for like sneakers did, when everything was like great. You remember that? Those years, like everything was great.
Get whatever you
Community
want.
was super close knit. It was, you know, you buy a sneaker, even if you flipped it, you'd be like, yo, just give me $20 on top of what I paid for.
Yeah,
It was
crazy.
that moment in the sneaker game, right?
Yeah.
The NFT world, which is a fairly new world, like,
Ain't like that.
nah, that moment probably lasted maybe about a week or 2 weeks in that world, man. Now everything is completely like bots, resell, flip, make money. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm gonna keep this. If I do get hit on this NFT, number one Nas fan, I'm gonna make sure I keep this and forever. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just be part of that. That I want to have that legacy to own a piece of Nas's record.
Nas's album,
Yeah.
So I've joined the Discord to have the full amount of information. So they dropped something about 2.5 hours ago, and it basically says how to participate in the Nas Drop. Nas Drop goes live on January 20th. He will be selling 50% of the streaming royalty rights for 2 separate songs: Ultra Black from King's Disease, Rare from KD2. You can pay with USDC on Polygon or with a credit card. So then there's a whole post that just pretty much tells you every single thing. Like I mean, it gives you the full sort of just everything we sort of talked about. MetaMask, why you need, the whole sort of situation. Yeah. And it's a very it's a new world. I think we're looking at digital goods starting to become. They're trying to push digital goods as rare as physical goods, right? Yeah. My brother had dinner with PJ, then they linked up for the club.
PJ
Tucker,
the basketball player.
Yeah. My brother and PJ are tight. They go back 10 years.
Okay.
And
10-year challenge?
Huh?
He was in your brother's 10-year challenge?
I don't know about that. But
shout out to Kellen.
Basically, what PJ told Kellen was the Kobe's are a wrap now.
Yeah.
Like if you wasn't that guy before, you're not getting them now.
The Kobe's are not coming back out.
They're not coming back out in no way, shape, or form.
His was the last pair.
For the most part.
I think it was. I think he had the last Kobe's that came out.
Yeah. So he's like, he's even telling my brother, if you find a cheap enough pair on StockX, get those.
Grab it.
Anything under $400 on StockX, get those.
Kobe's? Any Kobe?
Any Kobe.
Well, if you're a fan, he's saying they're never going to make them.
They're never going to make them again.
They're never going to retro them. And
even
so
the
if
shoe,
you're a fan, this will be the time to hold on to them.
So Nike has a shoe called the Nike GT Cut, which if you look at the shoe, it's pretty much what the Kobe would have been this year. Yep. Right?
GT Cut. It's a basketball shoe?
It's a basketball shoe, but they've released it in such limited quantities that now even that shoe, like if you go on StockX, it's $170 shoe.
You can't get that shoe.
$350. You understand what I'm saying? So seeing digital goods, and you know what the number one physical good on the stock market is right now?
No, tell me.
Legos. If you go to StockX, look at Legos. Ostrov hit me the other day and was like, they've gone up. Like the stock of Lego has increased like 9% year to year for the past couple of years. Because now that's what people are holding on to is Legos. If you go on the StockX homepage, when you look over, it has like all the little subjects. Lego is on one of them. Because there's certain Legos that are just so tough to get that you'll never you'll never get your hands on them.
Wow.
So seeing the Noz Drop just really was kind of whack, honestly.
Yeah, that was whack. I thought I was over the whole anxiety of like copping sneakers on release day and you know what I'm saying? Like I already went through all these fucking emotions 15 years ago when I was lining up for sneakers and shit like that. Like I don't want to have to deal with that shit today when it comes to NFTs. You know what I mean?
Well, you will.
No, I mean, of course, I wanted to get this, and so I went through the motions. Of course,
yeah,
I'm gonna do it again whenever the next date is that they're dropping. But you know what I am gonna do, Rome, is I was planning on copping using a credit card. Now I was gonna use my credit card because I did not have enough time to figure out the whole Polygon shit and MetaMask, and because I'm halfway set up in that environment. My Coinbase shit, I sent over my ID and all that stuff so my Coinbase could connect to my MetaMask, and that has not been processed yet. So as a result, my MetaMask might or might not necessarily be all the way functional. But if I have time, I wanna figure out how I can make the purchase directly using MetaMask, right, Rome? That's what I would do, right? I would pop through MetaMask because I would like my dividends and my profits to just go right into that wallet instead of them having to mail me a check or some shit. I don't know how it would work if I bought it using my credit card.
I'll screenshot and send you because they cover that in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? But I think the goal is if you do use your wallet, you can all your profits go right to your wallet.
Yeah,
and they just
which to me,
that's what you want.
Is more, it's more streamlined and it makes sense.
Yeah.
So I bought Polygon or Matic or whatever it's called because I was going to pay with it directly through that.
I see.
But the thing you got to remember though is depending on the price of where it stands,
you
may need to buy more because if say I wanted the $50 tier, if I bought $60 worth and it dips to below 50,
you're
now
short.
I gotta buy. You're short, exactly. So it's an interesting game to play. Our group chat pops off, but I mean, if you were to see this Discord, they might have sent out 100,000 messages yesterday. It was just consistent information, questions being asked. The people from Royal were answering questions rapid fire. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Okay,
so the NFT thing is interesting, and like I've really been just focusing. It's just money, man. It's just seeing how people are trying to get their fair share because the stock market is absolutely trash. Like if you look at the stock market, if you're still paying attention to it, it's absolutely trash. There isn't money to be made for the small guy. And so this, I think, is people's way of trying to get to get a piece of something. But I mean, even if you look at the hundreds that the NFTs that they drop, those are not cheap at all.
Right.
Like their NFTs are anywhere from $800 to $2,000, which is great if you want to join the Atom Bomb squad. But if you're just a regular dude trying to come up, that might be
honest. I mean. The hundreds is cool and all, but I was never into the hundreds. I don't think I owned a single hundreds shirt when it came to like fashion. And I'm not saying I'm a big fashion dude or anything. Like today my outfits are very minimal. Like what I'm saying, I'm good with just a white tee. But even back then, when colors were a lot and shit like that, like the hundreds wasn't really a brand I was checking for.
Me neither.
But that was just me. I mean, I know how big they were, and I do understand the impact they had on streetwear and shit like that. And Ben Hundreds and Bobby Hundreds seem like they're knowledgeable and good dudes, but it just wasn't for me. Like, so I didn't even go after the whole Atom Bomb thing like others did.
I mean, they're still going. If you follow Atom Bomb,
they're still going.
You see people still go after them. Episode 146 was a podcast.
Yeah.
We want to give a shout out to our guy Ibu. You know Ibu, don't you, Abdul?
Nah, who's that?
You know him, Eddie? Ibu, we be with Armageddon all the time.
Maybe if I see him.
You saw Ibu, so he's always in 1942 Armageddon.
Okay,
but he's opening a Gambian restaurant downtown.
Oh, I need to know about that. All right, I already knew from the name he was West African.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm putting you on game right now. It's called Moi Moi, downtown DC. I'm trying to see where it's at, but I know you guys were trying to go to. What was the other place?
That was Swahili.
I talked to Biggs.
A Kenyan place, a Kenyan spot.
Biggs said Swahili was super crap.
The East African spot?
Yeah, that was a Kenyan cuisine.
Actually, Moi Moi is right up the street from me, 1627 K Street.
And Biggs said it was official?
He said Swahili was official.
Okay,
this is a legit sit down or
sit down.
Address doesn't seem like it's a carry out address.
No. It's like I would say it's pretty fine, not fine dining, but pretty like
solid.
You talking about the Gambian or the Kenyan?
The Kenyan.
I'm talking about the Gambian spot. Doesn't sound like a carry out.
No, it's not. It's a sit down.
It's a restaurant. Yeah,
1627 K Street. So that's like.
And it's already open.
16th and K
this weekend.
All right, I'm gonna go.
16th and K, bang that right, and then you got to be right there, right in that area.
I'm gonna pick up some food from there.
Yeah,
and bring it home.
So shout out to all of the people that we know that are opening their own spaces.
Shout out to Africa, man. The African Cup of Nations is started on Sunday. A big soccer tournament. My home country, Sierra Leone, for the first time in almost 30 years, qualified for the tournament. We had our first game against the defending champions, Algeria, on Tuesday. Listen, we held our fucking own, man. Tie game, 0-0, clean sheet. And our next game is against Ivory Coast on Sunday. We got to beat Ivory Coast, dog. And then we got Equatorial Guinea after that. We got to move up to the next stage of the tournament. Shout out to Africa. Shout out to Sierra Leone, of course. And yeah, man, I'm excited. I wish the games were easy to watch, meaning, accessibility wise. Like, I got to get in the forums. I got to dig through fucking comments and
Somebody
find a link
send you a
and
link.
all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not subscribed to. There's a network where the games are airing called Bein.
Oh yeah,
Bein.
Yep.
I don't even know how you say it, but I don't have that. Maybe I should subscribe for a month.
You
or
definitely
something
should
like that.
subscribe to that.
But I don't even know how to subscribe to it. I don't see the option on. I try looking for it on my Xfinity cable, just so I can hit subscribe right then and there, and I couldn't find it.
It might not be available on Xfinity.
That's the fucking problem, because then I gotta go online and do all this shit and find it and watch the games on my computer, which is it's not annoying. It's just a chore. You know what I'm saying? And the links I find, the shit is super blurry, sketchy fucking links. So I just wish the African Cup of Nations was a little bit more televised and accessible to us here in the States. But Africa is going crazy. Sierra Leone is going crazy. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Leone Stars. I wish them the best. I need us. Dog, you don't understand. If we qualify for the fucking World Cup because of this tournament, I'm going to fucking Qatar. Like, that's without a doubt.
Respect.
I'll be.
We want to say my
live
bad.
podcast coming from Qatar.
1/3 of us. We want to say happy birthday to Mary J. Blige. She just turned 51.
Damn.
I believe
Mary
today or
J. Blige.
yesterday. And it is also happy birthday, Issa Rae. Obviously, she's the black woman of the moment.
Yeah.
And
How old is
has
Issa
been and
Rae?
will be.
Doesn't
I'm
say.
not sure. No, it doesn't.
She's in her early 30s, right? She's got to be like.
Probably early to mid.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this: how old you think? Without looking it up, how old you think Little Bow Wow is?
Little Bow Wow is like 38, probably.
Actually, Issa Rae is 37.
Okay,
I'd say Bow Wow's probably 34, 35.
you're right. He's 34.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was like in his 40s. He's been around fucking forever.
Yeah.
Did you see the Little Bow Wow and Jermaine Dupri interview?
Oh, man.
With
Drink Champs.
No.
Oh, Rory and Maul. I listened
Rory
to
and
it. I
Maul.
didn't see it.
It's a lot of energy.
Did you see the Drink Champs one?
Nah.
Oh my God.
Jermaine
They
Dupri
got-
was on Drink Champs.
Yeah, Jermaine
that's
Dupri
new?
and Little Bow Wow, and they got wasted.
I missed it.
They had Jermaine Dupri in that joint drunk. He was telling it all.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bow
It's
Wow.
not too hard to get him to tell it all.
They're both like smaller
Attention
guys.
seekers.
Oh, they're both little guys. They're both 5'4", 5'5".
I think
No,
I
5'4" is being very generous. Bro.
very generous. I think.
Oh, really?
5'1".
Oh yeah, they're short. They're
I've seen
short.
Jermaine Dupri. He's honestly 5'2".
Get the fuck
I'm not
out of here.
exaggerating.
Yeah, I think Bow Wow is definitely an attention seeker. JD, I don't think so as much. I think he's. This is my personal opinion. He seems to be a little bit more chill.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
JD, even in the interview, they're interviewing JD. He's chilling.
Yeah.
And then when Bow Wow called in, he was just
Getting turned up.
energy
For no
turned
reason.
up.
Only
upset.
because he saw he heard there was cameras and it was an interview and
That, yeah, he said his
yo, I
child-
want to go viral. Like
He said
he's
his
still
kid's mom.
seeking that I want to go
Attention.
viral shit.
attention.
Which is,
I mean, he's not relevant anymore, so he's trying to stay relevant.
but you know what? It would have been a little bit more corny, and that's what led me to. I'd be like, yo, I heard all of that. I was like, how old is this dude? Like, it's corny for somebody in their 40s to be this thirsty for attention. And then 34, and I kind of understood a little bit more. Like, he was just started out so early, but he's still somewhat young, where I don't know if he gets a pass for it, but it's still, it's corny either way. Like, why aren't people bringing up the fact when Little Bow Wow was walking around in the theme park and he thought everybody was following him, and he had his hoodie up? Remember that?
Yeah.
It went
Hilarious.
fucking viral. He's like, oh shit, they're about to see me. They're about to see me. Oh my God, they're about to see me. And nobody was fucking checking for him.
At all.
Yeah, I mean, I think he lives in a different place than we do mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But as artists, you have to. You know what I'm saying? It's like sports players. They have very good, they forget things very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a loss or like you got beat on a bad play, you got to forget that to keep it moving. Bow Wow hasn't had anything worth remembering for 15 years. since his records with like Sierra and like all that kind of stuff, like
Yeah.
let me hold you down. I mean, all that kind of stuff is so out of people's mindset now. He's like, yo, man, I'm packing out 20,000 people arenas.
Is that
It's
true?
like,
I heard that.
Who is?
because Bow Wow is because he's doing the Scream tour. So you're 34 performing to a bunch of 15-year-old girls screaming, and their
Well, no,
moms.
I don't think they're 15 anymore.
They're 15.
They were 15 for the first Scream tour. I'm
Bro,
saying those 15-year-olds are now like
with their moms.
39.
Yeah, their moms
their
are 30.
moms.
Their moms are 39.
Yeah,
their
they're
moms
15.
their moms are 39 and they're 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Trust, like I've seen
All right.
the videos. There's still kids who have no idea what music he sings, but their mom goes crazy for him.
I believe
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So, but yo, either way, man, shout out to Jermaine Dupri.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, for sure. He's got a vegan ice cream line in stores now that I've heard is actually really good. I've heard it's really good. So, if you can't find it outside of the Atlanta metro area for now,
Okay.
but I mean, I'm sure if he partners up with the right people, he can make it a national thing. He will. I'm sorry. He will.
I'm sure he's on
we
his way.
always
Shout
gotta-
out to Mikey Likes Ice Cream. Mikey Likes in New York City. Have you ever been there to that?
Nah.
No,
You
I
never
had
heard of it?
I had
Black
no.
owned?
I heard it when they used to come down to DC. They were at Grilled Cheese Social a couple times.
Listen, Mikey's Sierra Leonean too, man. Support that business.
Yeah, no, the ice cream is fantastic. They were
Fantastic.
supposed to
and they got
open.
a vegan one too.
They're supposed to open in DC. Don't ask me what happened because I'll get the line
COVID.
to you. But no, way before COVID. I'll tell y'all later.
No, way before. Yeah, I mean he's been around for a while, man.
Yeah.
Mikey Likes it. I think they're located in. They got a store in Harlem and one in the Lower East Side. And yeah, West African brother, please go support them.
So we didn't get to it, but on the heels of our Nas conversation, there is so Panama Jackson, who is also
Friend of the show.
friend
He's
of the
been
show,
a former guest.
former guest, wrote an article today basically explaining that, nah, man, you see what it is, Queen Bean in the building. You see what it is?
Boom.
COVID-free Queen Bee.
Yeah, praying to God every day for that. P Rock in the year of 2022 is looking to sue Nas for royalties from The World Is Yours that dropped on April 19th, 1994.
That's so crazy.
That's
28
years ago.
28 years ago. Hold on one second. What happened?
Yeah. That's so crazy. I read that article. Did you see that?
I saw it. I skimmed through it when you sent it.
So basically, Pete Rock, who, if you follow him on Instagram, is just it's
an
all
anti-vaxxer.
bad business. It's all bad
Anti-vaxxer.
business.
Bad business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
He in
disappointing.
Panama Jackson lays out, I think, 8 bullet points as to just how we got here. 9 bullet points, and it just doesn't seem like it's a very plausible thing. Like, why would Pete Rock be looking to get it? Because in his mind, he's owed millions of dollars. Now, we can, if we double down, and does anybody want to actually check Pete Rock's Instagram? Because I don't want that
To see if he actually posted about it. I mean, Panama Jackson said this was on page 6 news, which is where he got the info from.
Right.
I don't see anything about it. But Pete Rock needs to address this, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bad look for Pete Rock more so than Nas, because also Pete Rock posts a lot on Instagram. He ain't making no beats. He's just posting Instagram stories all day.
He lives on Instagram.
Clearly, he's got like 18 posts in the last 2 days. Nas has had a great two years. His last 2 years have been stellar. His investments, his albums. Like, Nas has been the best rapper for the past 2 years. Why would you bring this to public light? Even if it is on page 6, which I understand isn't always the most reliable news source.
Yeah.
Yeah, at all.
But still, even for it to be able to be out there, is like
Just
somebody
talking
said
about it.
something. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't see that. That's got to be something that contractually did not get worked out. I feel like, for Nas to not, this money's not coming out of Nas's pocket. Like, let's be clear. Like, that's
Right.
a deal Columbia, who Nas was signed to at the time. I think
like Nas does not owe him money.
Yeah, that came out. That was a deal set through Columbia, who paid for it, or even the publishing company that owes Pete Rock, because apparently he got writing credit on the song.
Well, because he sings the hook.
Yeah, which gives him access to publishing rights to the song. So, I mean that's not really Nas's thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
those payments should have come from whoever owns that or whatever company manages.
I think at the time,
Searchlight Publishing.
Searchlight Publishing.
Yeah.
I know who I
MC
paid.
Search.
God, Searchlight Publishing. Ugh.
Listen, I mean, Search, man, is again. Like,
Search actually has a really dope podcast.
I tried
Now,
listening to it. I couldn't.
The MF Doom one. You don't like it? All the MF
No,
Doom
wait.
stuff?
What do you mean?
So he
has different episodes. You're saying the MF Doom episode?
Nah, he has one that's centered on MF Doom and like the tree and like how MF Doom affected multiple different artists in hip hop.
Okay.
So there's like
I
they just had
haven't
one.
listened to that
They just had one with MF Doom. They were talking about Just Blaze and how and Young Guru were talking about how Jay wanted to sign MF Doom to Rockefeller.
Wow.
Yeah, but they've got like 8 different people on the episode. I'll send it to y'all.
That was fire.
That's the one that I know about. I don't know if Search has other podcasts, but
Yeah, so
he's
it
got a
looks
whole
like
company.
Yeah, it looks like he does some sort of like series. Maybe the topic switches for every season or something like that. Is that because it looks like there's multiple episodes regarding MF Doom, right?
It's a Doom-centered podcast, but I think he has a podcast company.
Well, he does have another one then, because
Yeah.
I tried listening to that one a while back and I couldn't dig it, man. I unfollowed.
No, were you listening to the Search on the Drink Champs, or you had his own podcast?
No, I was listening to his own podcast.
Okay.
Because I hear so many things about him. He was on Drink Champs and he made it sound like he gave Nas his publishing, and you know, he tried to make himself sound like a stand-up dude, and I just did not know if I really believed all of it. So I checked into his podcast, and it just wasn't it, man. It was kind of boring and bland, and I quickly unfollowed after like half an episode.
So
But
yeah,
this one with Doom sounds pretty interesting.
I just
though.
put it in
would
the
love
group
to
chat.
I saw it with Just Blaze. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, Just
I'm gonna check
Blaze,
that
Young
out.
Guru, and it's crazy enough. The Search narrates it, so I believe he's on the front lines of this podcast. So it's a good listen. It's quick. It's only 30 minutes. It's a good episode. So, episode 146 was the podcast. It is January. It's cold. It snowed
cold
crazy
shit.
2 weeks ago. It's supposed to snow on Sunday and Monday as well. It's MLK weekend out here in DC. So this isn't something that you would necessarily think about right now. But in the general scheme of things, and this is a question that Abdul, I believe, is posing to our 1 million+ listenership.
What's that?
When is it okay for a man to have his toes out in public?
All right.
So I believe this was inspired by a photo of Timberland on his Instagram.
Yes.
And was it a New Year's Eve photo?
I do not know when it was.
He had the dogs out on New Year's Eve,
bro, and he wasn't wearing like slides or nothing like that. Like, it wasn't like he was on the beach. This was his outfit. He had on like Gucci sandals.
no socks.
No fucking socks.
Oh, he's fucked. Yeah.
Like, what happened? How did this become acceptable?
He just stopped giving a fuck. That's what it is.
No, that's not what it is.
Yeah, it has to be.
I almost feel like, and I hate to go here, but actually, I'm not going to go there. This is very problematic. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But the feminization.
What do you mean feminization?
He had a Dr. Umar moment.
The feminization of our males today plays a role, I feel like, into making some of these things acceptable. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not
I
gonna
will
say anything.
PayPal you $57 if you screen capture this moment and put it on your Instagram. Not on the podcast. If you put it on your Instagram and at Timberland.
I'm not even sure if this is even gonna make the final cut. Silent time. We're gonna talk about it. But no, I just don't know if I want to see. It's one thing to have Adidas slides on, or you're on the beach, or you're at the pool, or you're doing things,
or you're in my house.
Yeah, if you're in my house and you know you coming in wearing like mules or something like that, and I'm like, yo, you got to take your shoes off, which I don't do. I'm not one of those people, but you know, if I did have that rule where
you come to my house and I'm wearing my slides with no socks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm home.
Yeah, I'm home.
Yeah,
like you know, like but to go out like that.
Yeah, nah.
Who does that?
I mean,
other than Timberland?
He lives in Miami.
I don't give a fuck where he lives.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't even know if he lives in Miami.
And he doesn't give a fuck about. He doesn't give a fuck about you seeing his toes.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact.
Well, I believe that he is in a place of just full 48, 49, almost 50.
And he's from the beach. He's from the beach.
He's from Virginia Beach.
That might be
in Miami.
Normal.
He's feeling good. Mind you, I was down there the night before. It was warm when I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you can still put some shoes on, dog.
No, you should absolutely.
I mean, wearing flip flops is not gear, anyways. Like Yeezy slides or Adidas slides, Gucci slides. That's like chilling around the crib. Like, you're not doing nothing with Gucci slides on anyways. Like, keep them shits in the crib, by the pool, put some socks and shoes on.
Another point I want to make is I think a lot of these athletes, a lot of entertainers and rappers have almost associated high fashion shit or name brand shit with it being hot.
No, it's not.
Not every fucking thing that has Gucci on it is hot, or it's Louis Vuitton on it, or Dior, whatever. You know, all this shit, just because it has a name associated with it
does not make it
fucking hot. Like, for you to have on a Gucci shirt, Gucci shorts, and then, you know what, I'm gonna kill him with the Gucci sandals, bro, that does not make it hot. Like, the fact that they were $900 does not make it tight
at all.
That's another fucking thing I think people need to realize is that shit does not fucking make it.
You gotta relax.
You gotta know your style, and you gotta. All right, I take all the feminization part of it back, because I mean, a lot of it has to do with how comfortable you are with yourself, right? And I get that. And the fact that he's comfortable enough to do that with himself, and secure enough, and what's the word I'm looking for? And you know, just doesn't give a fuck. I respect that, but I just wish it wasn't like. In my head, I'm like, he's only wearing it because it says Gucci on it, and he thinks the shit is fly.
Of course.
I mean,
not.
He's only wearing it because he's rich. And what other kind of slides would you have if you're a fucking millionaire? You're not gonna like buy like shitty, you know. You're rich. I mean,
the whole point of what they do is to say, I've got this, I got money. You don't, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear the most gaudy, outlandish, unnecessary. You don't need
because of the price tag associated to it.
You don't need name
and that shit is not fly.
You don't need name brand sneakers from those brands. It's trash. Yeah. However, what you do have to understand is these people, you know, he's out of touch fashion wise. He's been trying his best, and no knock on him, but he's been trying his best. Maybe he got into a size that he's happy about. We all remember Black Album when he was eating like massive fruit and pink water and all sorts of crazy. He's been working on himself for a while too. So while that's part of it, I just think they just enjoy that gaudy stuff because they think saying my shorts are $2,000, my sandals are $1,500, my shirt is $35. They think that makes them, you know, it means something, and I don't think it does at all. But
it doesn't. That being said, when are you wearing sandals to Darling Nikki tonight, Jerome?
Absolutely not.
You gonna have your dogs out?
I just got another pair of 550s. So unless they're missing the front part of them, New Balance.
You gonna cut out the front?
Nah, I said unless they're missing that.
Oh, okay.
New Balance.
What 550s you get?
The white and purple.
Ooh.
Those are fire.
Yeah, white and purple 550.
That might be the best inline GR 550.
It was a look. It was a look for
I
sure.
like the white and gray ones.
I got
Sure.
those too.
Yeah. The
Those
white
are
and
fire,
gray is
too.
Actually,
classic.
I think I got the white and gray AOD ones though. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I got to double check.
Yeah, the white and gray ones I don't think were a GR. The white and purple,
the AOD.
fire. That should have been a Commonwealth collab right there.
I actually told them that, and we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about that later.
That should have been a
You
Commonwealth.
told him to
collab.
do that shoe?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, white
Got a
and purple.
whole-
That's purple is Commonwealth's colors for one, and
Yeah.
that color combination looks crazy.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
it later, guys.
All right.
Nevertheless, episode 146 was the podcast. Oh, we just hit the hour mark.
Boom.
A 37-year-old man in Japan rents himself out to do nothing. Abdul, this is
Yo, it's
this
just
is your entry.
How do you do that?
Listen, my guy got laid off from some publishing company and decided to just rent himself out. He has a graduate degree in physics and rents himself out to people if you're just looking for somebody to have company with. Like, he go out and eat with people. He goes bird watching and shit like that. People pay him money for these sort of excursions.
So he's not doing nothing.
I'm with that. I'm free to do that.
He's not getting paid to do nothing.
Yes.
No, but he's going on excursions and shit.
Yeah, but he's going on like little things. He has a guideline as to
He's
what
like
he will
he's like a host.
Yeah, but they're paying him to just go out on like a date.
Yeah.
But he's people are
Men
paying
and
him.
women.
People are paying him to be their friend.
To be
Yeah,
their
to be
friend.
their- to
But
be their
he
company.
has, one of his rules are, I'm not gonna be your friend.
I'll act like it for the night.
Yo, listen. If anybody listening, I'm down for that. Okay, I'm free from 8:30 to 2:30 Monday
I'll be
through
your
Friday.
friend. I'll be your friend.
Yo.
We'll hang out. I won't be your friend.
He lives in Tokyo and takes 3 to 4 clients a day and charges them 10,000 yen, which is approximately $87. Plus, you pay for his travel and his meal expenses. He has over 230,000 followers on Twitter right now
Damn.
and has entertained over 3,000 clients.
Oh, he's rich.
Dog, he's killing it. And I'm not joking about what he said about friends. Let me find where he says that. Oh, he has reportedly declined several requests, including cleaning houses, doing laundry, posing nude, and becoming a client's friend. He's like, yo, after this date, we're done, B.
Yeah.
You
We
got to
ain't
pay
friends.
me for me to come back. But yeah, some of the activities he's been rented for included sharing meals, catching butterflies, and accompanying a spouse filing for divorce. Like, this is crazy. Like, he's really found a niche
Yeah, he's wild.
into doing some of this shit, man. We should rent Jerome out.
I just said that.
Jerome's
We
not
should
going
do
on. Jerome's not getting rented out.
8:30 to 2:30 a day. I don't like people as is, bro. So it's cool. Like, hey, I'm not gonna fake it. I'm just here. Let's catch the butterflies, bro. Get your net ready. Let's get it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
listen.
You trying to divorce
$50.
homie? You trying to
$50,
divorce homie? That's
Yeah.
cool.
And we
Like,
won't be friends.
Yeah. Peace.
What if they're like, yo, you got to smash?
Nah, that breaks the rules. It's
That's
2:15. I
that's
gotta
part
be.
of that's
What if
part of
they up
Jerome's
it up?
rules.
Or they like, yo, 250?
Nah, I can't do it. I gotta get on the bus. I gotta go back uptown to get my daughter.
Jerome's not
1,000. What
Jerome's
if they're
not
like
prostituting.
1,000?
I gotta get on the bus to go get my daughter. Family.
2,000,
Can't do it.
5,000.
There's no amount that will make
You're
you do it.
single, Jerome.
I am.
10,000.
Nah, I need to get on the bus and get my daughter.
What if you're attracted to her?
I just won't be.
What if she's attracted?
How are you not? How
What do you mean?
So sure
That
you
makes
won't
no
be
We
sense.
got.
attracted
We
to
got. We
someone
got to make.
who's
We got.
attractive?
You got this. Business is business. Y'all clearly didn't see what happened to Kris Jenner, did you?
Kris
Now,
Jenner,
what happened to
who?
Kris
Who's
Jenner?
that?
Kris Jenner just had to. She's being sued by her former bodyguard because she hit on him.
Who's Kris Jenner?
Kardashian's mom.
Oh, okay.
Her former
I thought
bodyguard.
I thought she's dating her bodyguard
Listen,
anyways.
Her
Wouldn't that dude
no.
Corey her bodyguard?
Nah, whatever. I don't know. Her former bodyguard is like 20 years younger. He's like 45. He just won the case that says she was sexually harassing him. He sued her for sexual harassment, sexual assault, all sorts of crazy stuff.
I hope he
because he rebuffed her advances, and then she fired him when he wouldn't smash.
I mean that's the definition of
Sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
You ask for a service from somebody who works for you, and they refuse services, and you end up
Then you fire him.
firing them. Yeah,
For something
textbook
that they don't get paid to do.
yeah, I'm there to do a job, not to. But I mean, in your situation, you're not Kris Jenner, first of all, and
No.
you're not. I'm just saying, you're single, and you got somebody who hires you to become their friend for the day, right? She's banging. She's fire.
Jerome ain't going for it.
Jerome's going for it. He just doesn't want to sound like that dude. He'll do it. He's going to do it for free.
I'm not doing
He's
it.
not even going to charge her a fee for the day.
Nope. I got to get on the bus. Head right up 16th Street.
We got to talk about Jerome and his dates. Caught you on Instagram being low. Caught you on a couple of dates at Manifest.
First of all, it can't be
you, son.
First of all, it can't be a date.
Nah,
It
you
was
were
on
low. You
Instagram.
were trying to be low.
No, it wasn't.
What do you mean it can't be a date if it's on Instagram? You think people don't put dates on Instagram?
I'm the one that reposted it, so that's how you called me. So you didn't catch me. First of all, you didn't. If I wouldn't have reposted it, you wouldn't have saw it.
How do you
Number
know?
one,
How you
'cause
know
I
I
know
don't follow your friend?
You don't follow
Your
her.
friend.
You probably one of those guys that can't like it doesn't work in your household like that. You know, what
I
I'm
can
saying?
follow whoever I want, but I don't.
mean,
You're right.
You say that, but you know.
I mean, yeah.
Nevertheless,
I wouldn't do it. It's disrespectful.
Okay. So I
I'm trying to stay very
reposted.
respectful of my
I'm trying to be respectful of your situation too. So all I'm saying is, I reposted
You were on
the
a date,
video
bro.
of no, it's the
Couple of
homegirl.
dates. Okay.
I have many female
friendly
friends.
date.
Not even, bro. Just homegirl. I'm allowed to have homegirl.
Just hanging, yeah.
Of course, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want.
Absolutely.
You fucking single. Of
Which is
course you
what I
gotta
do.
have homegirls.
So boom, she's like, "Yo, let's hit the town." We hit the town. We pulled up. We hit a few different spots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
yeah, we went to like 5 spots that night. It was
Oh,
popping.
okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. But if anybody were to call me, that's just the type of host that I am.
I see.
You see what I'm saying? You want to go here, boom, go here, boom. Manifest was good. Barcode. I almost died in Barcode that night.
What's a
And
podcast?
Abigail.
Leave a comment. Who the fuck y'all believe?
Listen, it was great. These niggas don't know nothing
Listen,
about me, bro.
You know, Jay Ringo Imran gonna have something to say about this. You know, Miss Nebraska gonna have something to say about this.
Oh,
Shout out
man,
to everybody who checks out our podcast, man. Shout out to everyone, man. You
That's
know,
fucking-
mad
Yo,
people are gonna
actually-
have comments about this.
And not to go off topic, but shout out to speaking of Nebraska. Shout out to we did a stream this past Sunday for Take Creative Control. We did a stream
Yes.
where we showed the film that I was a part of that Abdul's wife helped executive produce, and we had a screening in the city a month ago, and then we screened it on Twitch this past.
Yo, that was
Sunday.
a great idea, man. Like
Fantastic idea.
Tell them what it's about, actually.
So basically, the film is about how DJs in DC have pivoted and navigated through the pandemic, how we went from in real life gigs to Twitch, and took 5 prominent DJs. Yeah, me, Cousin B, Les the DJ, Miss Her, and Malcolm X.
Yep.
And it just showed our thoughts and our, how we've handled the pivot. And it was just super awesome in person. And then we did a raid train on Twitch, which basically says we lined up 4 DJs and we just keep raiding each other.
4 DJs from the mini
from the film. Yeah, 4 out of the 5 from the film. And man, it was just a super awesome
Yeah.
raid
That
train.
was a great idea. I don't know who came up with it, but to have
All of
4
us,
DJs
me-
from that was
Kim
dope,
and Hollis,
man.
yeah.
And then also having showing the film on Twitch what was a great idea. I loved it. It's 15 or 16 minutes long.
Yeah, what I'm really trying to do is convince both Kim and Hollis that they could take the film damn near nationwide. Honestly,
The
Just
film
with
is dope.
just with the popularity of the DJs and the content involved, and how we're still very much into using Twitch. And I mean, there's clubs in DC that are closing this weekend because they don't want to be COVID super spreaders anymore. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I really, truly believe that the film could do numbers at like Art Basel or like WMC or like any city festival in the South that's happening.
Yeah.
I believe the film could do numbers because it's just so good. You know what I'm saying? If you
It's
have
really, really, really
if you have one or two of the DJs, you know, on the panel, or even all five if you can get it and have a party, like you could really make some noise. You could really take creative control to another level. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
shout out to everybody that was on the raid train. The comment section was hilarious.
That's what it's called? That's called the raid train?
Yeah, they're called raid trains. Yeah. So basically, you just set up a schedule, 8 DJs. Everybody gets a set amount of time. It was just so fun. It was literally like the best comment section ever.
We were going crazy. It was fun, man.
Crazy in there. Like between me, Cousin B, Abdul, just everybody, man. It was just like, it was a good time. So shout out to everybody that participated in that. Shout out to me being in these streets safely, because I'm still wearing 2 masks when I DJ. And
you wasn't wearing a mask on your date night.
I recall wearing a mask.
Just saying.
Listen, you
saying.
did not have no mask.
But did I have a drink in my hand?
Well, you were walking in. You were walking upstairs.
I mean, so the drink in the hand, there's no COVID when you're drinking?
It doesn't look like it.
It's impossible to have a mask on when you're drinking.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. Unless you want to soil your mask, at which your mask is no good. I just got a bunch of new masks too. KF94s. Y'all heard of these?
Nah.
It's like
right
cool? Below. It's right
I
below.
only care if they look cool.
It looks cooler
I
than
don't care about safety.
It does. It does look cool.
They just got to look cool.
They look cool. Yeah, I got them for Arizona and for DC.
They got the crazy 3M ones, like they got them at Home Depot. Boxes of them.
Yeah, for sure. It just depends where you go, between Home Depot, Costco.
Or the N95, like the regular 3M N95 was at Home Depot.
How much are they?
They're like, I think it was like 10 for like $20 or something like that.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
That's a good business right there. Episode 146 was a podcast. In terms of new shoes coming out, I haven't seen anything worthwhile.
Yo, have y'all seen those Marina Blue Jordan 1s? They look like the royal blue Jordan 1s.
They flipped.
Jordan 1s
flipped
are trash.
Nah, listen to me. Go pull those up. They look crazy. 5 pairs. Necessary right now.
They out already, right, or no?
No, they're coming out later this month, I believe.
Yeah, they're all right. I like the Royals
better. I
like the Royals better, but they're nice.
Yeah, no, they're a good substitution to the Royals. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, obviously, we knew the year was going to start off a little slow, but there's nothing out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I don't think they 5 pairs good. They might be like 2 pairs good.
They're going to be 5 pairs good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The
leather on them looks supreme.
I'm about to put these dunks in the chat on StreamYard, and tell me if those don't remind y'all of the dunks that came out in like 2000, 2001.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Remember those that came out in 2000, 2001?
Yep. You copping?
Yeah.
Oh, if I can get my hands on these, I'm copping. Just because they look like those other ones. Those other ones were fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, those things were insane. Nevertheless, man.
Union Cortezes, you see those?
Seen them on your Instagram story.
Not a fan.
Cortezes, I've never been a big Cortez fan.
It's a big West Coast. It's a big West Coast shoe.
It's tough to.
Also, they kind of hurt my feet. They've always kind of hurt my feet a little bit.
Because it's a narrow shoe, right?
It's a narrow shoe, but the colors on them look good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's speckled.
For a Cortez, I mean, you can't really see. The lighting is a little bit fucked up in here, but
them shits is ugly, dog.
Nah, the light's messing it up.
The lighting is really messed up.
I know what a Cortez
colorway,
looks like.
they look all right. No, but I mean, I agree with you. Cortez is not really my shoe either.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Rest in
I
peace.
I like the way they look on girls and on kids.
All girls, yeah, but on you, like for a guy,
I'm probably never gonna wear
the
these.
silhouette's too narrow. They're too like pointy.
These might go to Soul Priorities. Soul Priorities, holla at me. I see y'all got my size in them Virgil ICA Air Forces, the yellow pair, the banana joints. Let's do a trade, man. Come on.
Oh man. Rest in peace, Sidney Poitier.
Rest in peace, Sidney Poitier.
That might be the only reason why I wouldn't sell that shoe if I had it, because yeah, exactly. That's fire right there.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, man, yeah, sneakers are kind of chilling right now. At this point, we now say, what is Abdul watching?
Well, before I get to that, real quick, shout out to Soul Priorities. They were reposted by Hypebeast. Did you all see that? Hypebeast kicks.
Did not see that.
Some sort of like Yeezys, which I fucking hate Yeezys, but I think Hypebeast, Soul Priorities had early access to a pair, and they got reposted. By Hypebeast, so that's a really big deal. Shout out to our guys over there. Yeah, but other than that, TV wise, let me see here. What did I watch, man?
Ain't too much been going on at TV.
Yeah, I came across a second season of a show called Condor. The first season, it's about a CIA agent, and anything that has to do with the CIA and FBI and conspiracy, anything that's sort of like Jason Bourne-ish, I fuck with it heavy, right? And Condor is one of those shows. I did not know that the second season was already out, but I found it on Epix and watched it. It was good. I went through the whole second season fairly quickly. What is the other two? There's a show I wrote down called The Other Two on HBO Max, but now I can't remember what the fuck it was. Was it a movie? Oh, yo, there's a series on HBO Max called The Other Two, and it's about two older siblings whose little brother gets really famous. He becomes like a Justin Bieber, kind of gets discovered into music at the age of like 12 or 13. And
the other two is the other two siblings?
Yeah, the other two siblings who are much older. They're already in their 20s and kind of have to deal with the fame of their younger brother. Really, really funny. Executive produced by the dude who does Saturday Night Live. Kind of, what's it, Lorne Michaels? I know you all have heard that name before.
Yeah.
And you'll see some familiar faces in it. Actually, Shorty, who plays the mother of the kid, is from Saturday Night Live. I can't remember her name, but actually, it's written by head writers from Saturday Night Live, Chris Kelly and Sarah Schneider. But so you'll see a lot of Saturday Night people also on it. What you remember? There was the one character, Michelle or something like that, and she would go like this and then smell her armpits. You remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? She was like a dancing chick, and she would do some with. She was in the sketch with Will Ferrell, and she would stick her arms into. Every time she got nervous, she would stick her hands into her armpits,
and then
smell them. Anyway, she plays the mother on that show. It's really funny, man. I went through the first season. Second season slowed down a little bit, but I'm gonna still watch it. But really, really funny show. Curb Your Enthusiasm still on. Yellowstone on Paramount Plus is a really good show with Kevin Costner. It's based in Montana. Dude owns a ranch, and some of the stories behind all that. But yeah, that's it. That's what I got for TV, man.
What new music you rocking with, Rome?
Nas all day, baby.
Nobody really. I mean, Nas album's still the best.
Yeah.
I mean, Gunna put an album out for that crowd. It's not really that good. I don't know, man. I haven't been I've been a lot of real podcasts, honestly. A lot of financially situated money podcasts is what I've been on lately. Just like trying to do the knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I got some things popping in February, so I'm just trying to get all my situations together.
Trying to buy a crib?
You already know. But not too much music, man. The Nas is good.
Did you talk to a lender yet, or you only talking to an
that's
agent?
beginning of February.
Yeah, you gotta talk to a lender.
Talk
Fuck
to
the
a lender.
agents.
You know what I'm saying? So just trying to get all my affairs in order as these W-9s and all this stuff keep coming in and all that. So just musically, it's nothing out there right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the pandemic just really, I think, reset a lot of music, and there's a lot of, like, I like how Nas is just making mature hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, Drake isn't doing a whole lot for me right now, and it is what it is. So we'll see. But the podcast space, I think, is just so crazy, along with the crypto and all that. And I think the crypto thing is cool to get fully involved in, but I still think people need to put a premium on real life experiences too. You know what I mean? I think some people get caught up in the metaverse and Oculus and all that stuff, and that's cool. Like, I'm definitely keeping my eye on it, but like, I still very much would like to own a real piece of art as well. You know what I'm saying? A digital piece,
not an NFT.
Exists, a digital piece that exists on a block.
Something to hang on my wall.
Yeah, like, come on, like, I need something for my kid to wake up, see, and be like, "Yo, that's tight." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
Not necessarily just log into the computer and then, like, it's, you know what I mean? But peace to everybody who does what they need to do to get around, to get by. It's a crazy world out here. Make sure black people can vote across the country is very important right now. We're seeing that play out in Georgia. It's just so many different things. I mean, we just celebrated. We didn't even talk about it. Last Thursday was the the anniversary, so to speak, of the January 6th craziness.
Oh my
here
God.
in DC.
Right.
The 1 year anniversary of the insurgents.
And my thing is this, how are they having all these committee meetings, subpoena? Yo, listen, somebody need to put the hammer down, bro. The only way you get results
It's bullshit. This is what they do until it just quietly goes away.
Of course, I'm saying, put the hammer down. You know what I'm saying? Like, get active. Once you get active and show people you're not playing, results happen. You know what I'm saying? So much going on in the world, man. But, drink your water. Get as close to 8 hours of sleep every night as you can. Tell somebody you love them, etc., etc. 2022 is going to be everybody's best year ever. Lord knows it's going to be mine. Mm-hmm. And what's the podcast, man? We here, episode 146. Shout out to my guy, always available. # She Were Eddie.
Peace, yo.
Shout out to Don't Charge Abdul.
Yes, sir.
Doctor Don't Charge Abdul. and I am Jerome Baker III, man, and we're out. Peace.
Word.
Peace.